Hello, I'm at the Hoxton in Toronto with none other than Pete, aka Until the Rhythm Breaks.
Hello.
Hello, how are you doing?
I'm very well, how are you?
I'm good, I'm really good.
Excellent.
How are you liking Toronto?
I love Toronto. I've been to, we did a couple of shows with the Lord at the end of last year,
Yeah.
and the last show of the tour was in Toronto, and it was the best show of the tour. So I'm a big fan.
Yeah. What venue did you play at?
Good question. I have no idea.
Was it big?
It was kind of medium sized and it had a slanted black floor.
Doesn't ring any bells.
I'm terrible at knowing the names of the venues.
So, could you tell us a little bit about your music? Like, Until the Rhythm Breaks?
Yeah, I guess about 2 years ago I'd been writing and producing for other people,
Yeah.
and I kind of had got a bit tired of it. I felt like I was going through the motions and wasn't really saying anything that I wanted to say, and felt that I just wanted to make a group of songs that I was proud of. That was literally the kind of model. So I set up a studio in Cardiff, where I'm from, and just started from there, and it's kind of been gradually
Right. It's been escalating. Hasn't
It has, yeah.
Yeah. Like, I've been following you, and like, it's just been gradually getting there. And it's awesome music, right?
Oh, thank you very much.
Awesome music. So, you're on tour right now with DeLorean.
Yeah.
How's that going? How's playing with DeLorean like?
It's interesting. It's amazing.
Yeah.
But it's a long tour,
Yeah.
and we all share the same bus, so it's been amazing. There's been viruses. I mean, when you're sharing a bus with that many people, it's bound to happen. But
Yeah.
a couple of us have got sick. But I mean, I can't grumble. It's been so much fun. And we're on Michael Jackson's Thriller bus from the 80s. Yeah. I'm not sure if he stayed on the bus, but it was built for that tour, so it's probably some of his crew. But it's kind of got that 80s tacky glam feel.
It sounds very thrilling. That's a good one. That's a good one. Yeah. So, what has been like, I guess, your most exciting or your most interesting show on the tour?
On this tour so far,
Any tour.
any tour. Terminal 5 with Fantagram just before Christmas in December was a great show because I've always wanted to play that venue.
Yeah.
I lived in New York from July until just this last month. It's an amazing place, an amazing city, and an amazing venue with a great band. So that show sticks out. Obviously playing with Lord at Webster Hall, we did 2 nights. That was an amazing experience because kind of over the course of that tour, she went from being big to a megastar.
Massive,
Yeah. So to see that right in front of your eyes was fascinating.
Yeah. Have you had any like weird or funny stories during the tour? Or
Kind of every day is a weird and funny story because you kind of go to bed. Oh, I tell you one is that we just about 10 days ago was the West Coast and we played LA. And I woke up in the morning of the show and I could hardly move. I flew kind of so bad that I was like I couldn't move and it was awful. But it was LA, it was the LA show, so we kind of had to do it. So I went to see kind of a fixer doctor and got a steroid injection in my bum.
ouch.
Yeah, yeah. In order to do the show, which is the most crazy experience because 1 minute you feel like there is just no way on earth you could do a show. And 45 minutes later you're like, right.
Yeah, let's do this. Let's go. Oh.
So that happened on this tour, that was quite funny.
Yeah. How was LA? Did you love LA?
I do, I like LA, I love the weather.
Yeah.
The shows in LA sometimes can be hit and miss because it's similar to a New York or a London crowd.
Yeah.
in the sense that people very much are listening.
Yeah.
You know, it seems to me the further you go out from those big cities, the more people are just more. It's a night out. It's fun.
Yeah.
Dance and whatnot. But in the bigger cities, I find that where it's more, like, I suppose, culturally on it, they're like judging the music a bit more, I'd say, which sometimes lends for a stiffer crowd. But I still great.
So, like, I understand that you used to do films and try to do films.
Yeah.
Didn't go so well. But, like, with the experience of trying to make films and learning how, like, what the process is like, how did you put that towards, like, visually making your music? Like, on your videos on YouTube, it's really about the emotions from the visual as well as the music as well. So do you think that kind of emphasizes like the visual and hearing wise?
Yeah, it's an interesting because I didn't want either one to be separate from each other.
Yeah.
Right from the beginning, I used a projector in the studio to inspire the writing, and then when the music was finished, I would recut the music to the visual.
Yeah.
So I never want either, but to me, both are as important as each other.
Yeah.
And what you'll see tonight, but we play with visuals behind us.
Yeah.
And to me, I love films probably as much as I love music, and to have them both together is what I wanted to achieve.
Yeah. It's, like, I think the two mediums, the two art forms go really well together. Like,
Sure.
I don't know, like, they just go so well together, and they're so, like, when you're watching a movie, it's like when there's a sad scene, there's like sad music or like happy music sometimes, and it just gets the right emotions out of you.
Definitely.
Do you think you'll go back into film, like, sometime, or?
I would love to make film scores.
Yeah.
That is my kind of next goal, I suppose. Because, like you say, that marriage of visual and music is just fascinating and so open, and there's so much you can achieve with it. You can watch a piece of footage, and I've done this sometimes, and you can write purposely 5 different emotions to it, and the visual literally changes. You know, the what you see.
The mood,
Exactly. So that fascinates me, like the power that music can give to a visual.
Yeah. So with your new EP, A Taste of Silver, it's your debut EP. What was the process of making that like? Was it the same as like when you write music? Or?
Yeah, definitely. I never kind of write with a body of work in mind in terms of this is the EP I'm going to make.
Yeah.
I made 12 songs with a record, I suppose. Well, not even that, I just made 12 or 13 songs, and it felt like at the end of those songs I had nothing left to say, so I guess that turns out it's enough to be a record, and so it becomes a record. But in order to, because we're a new act, I suppose, in order to just ease some music into the world, and EP seemed the right thing to do.